right, shalom, shalom, shalom. And before I get started, I want to get all different praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rahakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops across the four winds of the earth that puts in teaching this truth and not sincerity and righteousness, as well as you brothers, you Akim, that also puts in teaching this truth. And shalom to the Akwaf and your very few sisters who are being in ordinary, keeping the faith in last days and doing y'all need to be doing. And shalom to the Lord's elect and 144,000 and 1/3. Shalom to y'all as we call ourselves the hopeful elect. All right, coming back to you through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemel Shai, with another lesson of exhortation. And Lord's will is quick and edifying and straight to the point. Salakia. Give me one moment. No, it should be good, man. All right, so lucky for that. All right, coming back to the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemel Shai, with another lesson in exhortation, and just gonna into adultery, man. Just laying back and off of which is, I believe is just old news now. Well, it's not real old news. Anything that, a so-called man of the Lord may go on to try to break down, and they break it down wrong, man. That constantly will be brought up and dealt with if that has not been changed. You teaching contrary according to what's already been written. You're you have to correct that. You're gonna have to correct that, man. And just for reference or whatever, the IUIC, one of their men came out with something about, they find themselves, well, I forgot which branch off of IUIC it was, but I believe it was down the south somewhere. Either way, but if you go to Ed Apostle to Hard video, his channel, then you go down his videos, you should see it. He was reacting off of what this, biracial couple, getting attacked by IUIC saying, oh, that going into adultery and shit, man, they basically said along the lines of what adultery was like. Oh, if brother, he talking to the biracial to the biracial couple as well, which to them all because they biracial. The woman was white, I believe, and the man was so-called black, and they're saying that they can't. And again, they just looking at the fucking flesh. At the end of the day, they looking at the flesh and how they are outwardly instead of looking at their spirits. And that's how the guys operate when they're trying to discern who is an Israelite and who's not. They're looking at the flesh, which is completely off. As the scriptures say, try the spirit by the spirit, right? And our people are scattered as a speck of bird. Our people are going to look like the heathen nations. It's so easy to understand that it's been written throughout the whole scriptures, the whole book, right? That it would say that the Lord's people, the Israelites, will be scattered across the four winds of the earth, literally all over the earth, amongst every other nation. So you're gonna have an Israelite that look like an Edomite. Cause Edomites and Israel, bro, we literally just the main characters of the story. So of the movie, it's a lot. We the main character. We the main, especially the Israelites. The Israelites the main character. The Edomites, they just side characters, but yet they still the main characters only because to do what it needs to be done for prophecy's sake. While our people are scattered amongst every nation, man. Every nation is simple. It's so simple, but they make it hard just to confuse the minds of the people. They make it so hard and it's so difficult to understand. That those zombies over there just constantly just eating that shit up, eating it up, not knowing is bad for them. That food that they eating over there is bad. It's rotten. But anyways, going into what they say about this about adultery, they saying that the man you marry a woman, you commit adultery, or you go sleep with somebody else, that's adultery, which is completely false. It's completely false. You know, it's the Salat. It's the woman. If she go off and try to marry somebody else, she committed adultery. Now, if a man, the only way he may commit adultery if he go and have sex with another man's property, right? Um, Example, just a simple little example. Say if I go and what I'm saying, is me and my cousin and our two wives, we go out, have fun, whatever, and we come back home, you know, and his wife hit me up, top us down, ooh, you look cute, you look fine, you know. And then if the only way that's gonna be adultery was already off when she talks and she cute right there, that's right there adultery. Compliment another man, whatever. But anyway, you know, uh, if I ever acted out on like, oh, I'm gonna get with her, that's adultery, right? If I lay with another man's wife that's already his, that's adultery. I should be looking at her in no kind of way, shouldn't be thinking no kind of way towards her, nothing. No. All right. And I'm gonna get these scriptures off here. As you see, Exodus 20:14, thou shalt not commit adultery. Leviticus 20:10. And a man that committed adultery with another man's wife, see, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adultery and adulteress shall surely be put to death. See, not death. That sin is worthy of death. As you see, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. So both of their ass going to die. Proverbs 6:32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding, he that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. Commit adultery that has another man. With a woman who has another man. It's a lot. You commit adultery with a woman that has another man at home, but she just out and about just doing her own thing, right? And we all know what the scriptures say about the woman, man. Ain't no, there's really no need to go to it. If the spirit allows me, I'll go to it. But, ain't no need to go to it because we all know how the women is, especially the so-called black women, because these bitches are sick. These hoes are sick, man. Like every fucking day, you'll see a different reason. Sometimes even the same reason, but even worse, you'll see it and just be like, man, damn, how the fuck you came a long way of being so wicked. Like, Oh my gosh. Like the other day, I've been with damn Jake. You know, we was riding, and Jake he been on the phone with the Eve, you know, with a woman, and how I just been seeing her laughing like a motherfucker. Jake he on the phone with Eve, and I guess they been talking or whatever. I'm over here on my phone scrolling through Instagram. And I just hear her yelling, going out the mouth. I'm like, oh shit. She just popping out the mouth, about like, who the fuck you talking to? And shit like that. I look over to Jake. He over here smiling and shit. I'm like, what the fuck you smiling for? This man said he love that shit. I'm like, nigga, what? I wouldn't even deal with that shit. I can't deal with that shit. Niggas nowadays just a man gonna love what he loves at the end of the day. But still, just matter of fact, hold on. Let me see something. If I can remember. Like, I forgot how the way it worded out. I know the word dragon is inside of it. There we go. Right, Ecclesiasticus chapter 25. And there's more scriptures than this. You know, it does. I forgot how the way it been worded. Uh, Ecclesiasticus, also known as the Book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. And these bitches, they don't care. Nowadays, they react off their feelings, which is, saying, roughly, the reason why the scriptures reference them as the weaker vessel. Because they constantly, they don't know how to guide themselves, man. They need somebody over them. They need somebody to lead them in a way. Because these women don't know how to make smarter decisions for themselves. Yeah, they may go to school, this and that, the third, get knowledge, or whatever, but it's only based upon what they uh, uh um, you know, off of just the wicked shit that they want, right? Anything that a woman does is not really for a good thing. It's for materialistic gain and just ego feeling. They just do it just try to compete with another bitch. These women really competing with themselves, because as you see more in the world in the days as they go by, these women, they really competing for themselves. Especially not in this generation, women competing with themselves, and they just with the man. They look at a man as just a damn liability, just an ass, not an asset, but just something to just cling on to for the moment. They don't look at man as they did, what I'm saying, way before back then. When a man is somebody that you actually need. Nah. The only time when a woman in this generation need a man is for money. For fucking money. Cause this place has spoon fed and filled these women with bullshit, with that feminist, that feminist energy and shit, man. It's all about the women, and shit, right? Women power, right? Like they say, black power, woman power, right? The women run the world, all that shit. You know, plaguing them with all that vomit. When really, they need a man. These bitches really need a man. But anyways, let me see something. Man, shit. Salakia, hold on, give me 1 second. All right, Salakia for that. Let me see. All right.
I'm rolling for one thing.
Fucking.
Wreck my phone number.